The views expressed in this podcast are exclusive to its hosts and do not reflect the views of Dragon Wagon Radio, any of its personnel, or quite frankly, anyone with a fully formed brain. Marky, Xtreme, and Skeeter Skyflyer are not role models. They're not even real. They're idiots. And this show should not be listened to by anyone.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's on your mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to On Your Mark, the only show hosted by 15-plus year backyard wrestling entertainment undefeated champion, Marky Xtreme, and his student, me, Skeeter Skyflyer, where we talk about the wrestling business. And this show ain't no joke. Ain't that right, Marky Xtreme?
Ain't no joke at all. If you look at us, you look at what we do, look at the things I've contributed to this business for the past 15 plus years. There ain't no joke about any of it.
Yeah, a lot of people online, though, say you use some kind of joke.
Well, a lot of people online can suck my asshole because everything that I've given to this business, all my blood, sweat, tears, and shit, then it's honestly insulting to be told to my face that I'm a joke, I'm a Sami Zayn knockoff. All this shit pisses me off. If I get one more motherfucker saying, "Oh, you look like a fucking knockoff dollar store version of Sami Zayn," you know what? Sami Zayn is a knockoff dollar store version of Marky Xtreme.
They also say you look like John Moxley.
Yeah, John Moxley wishes he looked like me.
That's true. I think he wishes he looked like himself.
Okay, well, I think I've actually heard from Renee Peckett that
Dupree? Renee Dupree?
No, Renee Peckett that she actually sent me a DM. I don't know if you know that. Yep.
What's a DM?
Oh, well, usually it means direct message, but in this case, it means a direct message. Because she straight up was like, I only like one type, people that look like you, Marky Xtreme, and you were taken whenever I was trying to get with you. But I just want you to know you're so fucking hot, and you're way hotter than my husband, John Moxley, and, if you ever want to run off together, we can and start our own family. She said all those things.
Well, careful. She's a married lady, and if you do that, you're going to burn.
Well, I've been burned before. It won't hurt.
For all eternity, though.
What does that mean?
In HE double hockey sticks.
Nope. Jesus is in my heart every day and every second.
Well, be sure to keep them out of your DMs and you'll be A-OK. Thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this show and keeping it uncensored so that way Marky Xtreme can get all the swears out of his body.
Tit bitch.
Today, we're talking all about Kris Statlander.
Kris Statlander. Newcomer in this business, a greenhorn, trailblazer, definitely for sure. Not a human being. I've got some thoughts, but we'll dive into that shortly.
It's the first alien wrestler we've ever talked about on this show, which is pretty dang cool.
That's confirmed. That first alien wrestler that's come out and said, "I'm an alien." There might be others that could possibly be of alien descent. I mean, did you remember what's his name? Lars Sullivan?
Is he alien?
I think you look at him. He's definitely not a human being. And I've seen some things that...
What have you seen?
I've seen some things of Lars Sullivan that just, to me, let's just say that's not... When I watched it, I was like, a human being cannot do those things.
Did you see Lars Sullivan's DM?
You could say that. But let's move forward, shall we?
Kris Statlander was born on August 7th, 1995 in West Islip, New York. What planet is West Islip, New York on?
I imagine that, in space, there's planets similar to ours. And so maybe it's some kind of alternate New York dimension.
So we think Jupiter?
Could be. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
After working professionally as a stunt double, Kris Statlander began her professional wrestling training under Pat Buck and Kurt Hawkins at the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy in Hicksville, New York in 2016. Statlander later became the first female graduate of the Academy. So what movies do you think Kris Statlander was a stunt woman in? You think it was Mars Attacks?
Maybe, yeah, Mars Attacks. I would assume any alien-based movie, you know, like when you have somebody that knows what they're doing in a certain subject, you call them up first. Like for me, I've been called repeatedly, you know, by pornography films when they need a stunt pecker, you know, for just someone that's rocking a massive hog. And I'm like, I'm busy, you know, I can't, I'm running a company, but I appreciate the phone call, you know.
Why wouldn't you go?
I'm busy, you know, just bottom line. You know?
With what?
Work.
Like?
Running a day-to-day business, planning my next backyard wrestling.
Run? You never like running.
Okay, asshole. Suck my dick and my asshole at the same time. I do all kinds of cardiovascular activities.
Like what?
Shake weight on a daily basis.
Yeah, but you don't run when you do it.
Have you seen? How do you know?
You haven't touched
Does a bear fuck in the woods?
I've never seen it.
Exactly.
But you never touched a shake weight since you hit yourself in the head a couple weeks ago.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because you did it on the show. You did it on the thing you botched. You hit shake weight here, and then you hit yourself in the face, and then you ow, and then you laid down after the show for several hours.
And I said, I'm never doing this again. I'm never fucking touching a shake weight again. And I canceled all of my shake weight classes until further notice. So side note, any of the women watching that come to my shake weight classes at the women's club, those return date will be determined. I'm having a little bit of PTSD every time I touch a shake weight, and I'm dealing with it. I'm going to therapy for it, but I'm doing other forms of cardiovascular activity. And how do you know that I don't run, you fucking asshole?
Because you talk about how you always hate running. You hate running and you don't like to do it. And you always say, oh, it's too cold outside. It's too hot outside. It's too wet outside. It's too dry outside.
Okay. So I'm not running, but I'm still doing cardio.
Like what?
Fucking
what?
Whatever I gotta.
What you're just swearing. You didn't say anything. What's your cardio?
The effing means sexual intercourse. Okay. And that gets your heart rate up. So I'm doing a little bit more of that lately. I'm a baller.
That gets your heart rate up?
Yes, you idiot. What do you think? Just sex just keeps your heart rate at a normal rate?
I don't know. I ain't never done it.
Yeah, you're never gonna. Continue.
That sounds scary. If you do that and then your heart starts racing, what if you die?
You won't die. It's good for your heart to work it out.
I don't think so. I think your heart's supposed to beat the same all the time.
That is not true.
Yeah, it is. If it starts going like that, that's bad.
That burns calories.
What's that?
It's what you eat.
I don't eat calories. I ain't never heard of that.
Jesus Christ. There's nobody dumber than...
You mean candies? Look at that. You got the hand still.
Yeah, candies have calories. Every food has calories. They have calories of different amounts.
What are you talking about?
It's science. Whatever you take in, you burn. You got to burn it.
You're not a scientist. You just said that.
I am a scientist in my field of extreme.
So what planet then is West Islip, New York on?
This different division of science. I don't know.
What? If you do science, you just do science. It's all science.
No, there's divisions of science. It's just like there's divisions in anything you do. There's divisions in wrestling. There's divisions in science. There's divisions in shitting. There's divisions in what?
Why is there divisions in that? What are you talking about?
Okay, you go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
I always
if there's time.
I don't know what that means. Oh God, I do know what that means. Anyways, you go into the bathroom. I always know the moment I step in, based on how my stomach's rumbling, based on, the smell of my farts and, just my general fucking mood.
Yeah.
What division of shit I'm going to be in. It's either going to be violent diarrhea. That's a division. Or for me, it's either violent diarrhea or it's either fucking real thin just a real fucking thin pencil.
Like a mouse tail.
A little bit. Yeah. It's one or the other for me. Different divisions.
Okay. Well, learn something new every day, I guess. How does Kris Statlander breathe air?
Another good question, Skeeter. And again, if I was a scientist of aliens, then I would understand that. But I assume that, you know, she has, you ever see Waterworld?
Yes.
He has gills behind his ears. Maybe she's got gills behind her ears. Maybe she breathes through that. Maybe it's her cooter. I don't know. Maybe she just breathes
her
from
cooter breathes water?
You are so dumb.
What? That's what you said. Did their cooter breathes water? Is that not a thing?
Oh, God, you make me so fucking angry. No, that's not what I said. You asked me, how does she breathe air? I'm saying she probably does it from a different place than we do. We breathe from our mouths and noses and our ears, you know? What?
Just trying to breathe through my nose.
Well, keep trying. I assume because she's an alien, maybe she breathes from her cooter. I don't know.
Yeah, but where's the water go then?
What water? What do you mean?
In Waterworld. If she lives in Waterworld, how's she going to breathe in the water?
An example that he breathes underwater from behind his ears. She might breathe human air from her cooter. I don't know.
But then where does Kris Statlander put all that water?
There's no water in my discussion.
There is water in Waterworld. That's
yes,
a whole world of
water.
water.
Waterworld. There's not water in Kris Statlander's cooter.
Well, yeah, maybe it's behind her ears.
You know what? Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. I'm not talking about water. You're talking about air.
But you're talking about cooters, and the water's got to go somewhere if she's in Waterworld, because it makes less sense if water's up here, because when you get in water, the water goes at your feet first, and then it's going to hit your cooter, and then it's going to hit your ears.
I'm assuming when she gets into water, much like I'm so angry.
Why are you mad?
Stop.
You say you're a scientist, and then you say I'm not a scientist.
Let me finish my fucking thought, you bitch. I'm assuming, like a human, we hold our breaths. We keep our mouth shut when we get in water. I'm assuming she holds her cooter shut when she gets into water.
How's she going to swim?
Holds her legs together real tight. But
she's already holding her cooter. She's holding it.
Maybe her butthole puts out a projection of fucking air. That's how I swim sometimes.
Why not project a movie with it?
We're talking about swimming. Sometimes I let out a fucking strong enough fart, it pushes me in the water a little bit.
Yeah, but you said her butt's got a projector in it.
No, I said she projects air out of her butthole. Like,
why not show like a movie or a cartoon?
If we were talking about projecting films, then
yeah,
that would be
in the water. She could show Finding Nemo. Kris Statlander is in the water. She's holding her cooter. She can't swim, but she can project Finding Nemo out of her butt, and then all the fish can watch, or Finding Dory, because that one's just as good, if not better.
Oh my God, I'm so... I need you to move on. I'm so angry.
I love alien talk. This is so great. We got to get to know Kris Statlander. We got to go swimming in the ocean with her. That'd be a super fun time.
That'd be a super fun time. You know what else is a super fun time, Skeeter?
This show.
Fuck off. No, buying a fresh new On Your Mark podcast t-shirt from our exclusive Dragon Wagon Radio shop store. Skeeter Skyflyer, tell the fine skid marks at home where they can go and what they can get to find some exclusive podcast merch.
You go to OnYourMarkShowWrestling.com and then...
No, it's just OnYourMarkShow.com, you fucking idiot.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. OnYourMarkShow.com?
Yes.
Oh, go there. Go to that website. Don't go to the one I said. Or Waterworld.com. That ain't going to work neither. Go to OnYourMarkShow.com And that's where you can see, oh, what's the latest episode out? They'll show you. And then you can also check out the store, because there's a little store and you click on the store and then you see all the merch available. Like on there, you can see there's a Toll Ride t-shirt, and there's also other shirts for On Your Mark, like the Pod Art shirt. And then there's a Shake Weight shirt, and there's Backyard Club, and you could also get mugs and masks, all kinds of stuff. And they make great gifts, and they make great presents, and they make great apology presents in case you did something wrong and you got to apologize to someone. Do all that. It's all there, available on OnYourMarkShow.com, not Waterworld.com.
Not Waterworld.com, very different website.
Statlander made an appearance for WWE on an episode of SmackDown Live that aired on April 9th, 2019, teaming with Carissa Rivera, but they lost against the then WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. They call that being enhancement talent in the WWE, where they bring in wrestlers that no one knows or likes to lose to huge WWE superstars. Marky Xtreme, you ever thought about being enhancement talent in WWE?
I'm insulted. Skeeter Scott Flower, because you know what I've said for years. When I get signed to WWE, waiting for fucking Jim Ross to call any second. When I get signed to WWE, I'm a straight to WrestleMania kind of guy, and those are my demands. That's the only way I would work for the company. You know, rumor has it. It might have already happened by this point. Cody Rhodes might be going to WrestleMania. You know,
yeah, because he's a big star. He would never be enhancement talent.
Similar to me. What?
I mean, I know you. I like you,
well,
but I don't think the whole world, like Tony Khan doesn't talk about you on Twitter. Jim Ross hasn't called you. It's been years.
Yeah, they do. They talk about me all the time.
Do they?
Yeah.
When? What'd they say?
You're just missing the tweets. They're talking about, they're tweeting about me all the time.
What they say? Who said what?
Oh, they're saying, oh, we've tried to call you. Why haven't you picked up? We want to give you a contract. Look for it in the mail. I don't fucking know. They say things.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they just call you back?
Why wouldn't they just call me back? What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, we tried to call you. Well, then call again. That's if I want to get a hold of somebody, I just let that phone ring until they pick up.
You get a little bit creepy and obsessive. Trust me, I know. You've called the fucking the Chuck E. Cheese hotline 1,000 fucking times in the past 2 days. What do you need to call that hotline for?
Well, because when they disconnect me, I call them right back. I'm not done.
Yeah, what do you got to ask them though? I mean, what do you need to call them about?
I want to know what the playlist is going to be for tomorrow's show.
It's always the same, you dumb fuck.
You never know them. They might change it up. They're a band. They can play whatever songs they want. And they might play some other songs. Somebody may call up the hotline and say, hey, can you play these songs instead? I'll go see that show, but I won't be as happy if they play another band, another set of songs. It's my favorite band in the whole world.
I hate you so much. You're the most annoying person in the world. No, they've said that and I imagine they can't call me back because they're busy. But I'm telling you, I'm making this public statement. You know, my phone line's open. You know, we had a hiccup in the past where Skeeter was supposed to be handling my phone calls, and he fucked that up. No telling how many missed opportunities I got from that. But that's not going to happen again, is it, Skeeter? Is it, Skeeter?
I'm sorry. I was thinking about Munch's make-believe band. What were you saying?
I said, you're not going to fuck up my phone situation again, are you, Skeeter?
You have call waiting, right?
I don't know what that is.
That's when you call, then someone waits while you call. And then once you're done, then they can get through. But I've been calling the Chuck E. Cheese hotline, so I don't know if any calls came through or not.
I have told you to keep the line open. How long of every day are you spending on the line with the Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, you get to hear music while you're on hold. And it's from Munch's Make Believe Band.
I'm going to just sit here
just
and
a great
hope and
band.
pray that while you've been on the phone on call waiting with fucking Chuck E. Cheese, that nobody's tried to call me and offer me a contract. It's not happened. It's not happened.
I can tell you this. Chuck E. Cheese hasn't called you because I'm on the phone with Chuck E. Cheese. So you know that one is just eliminated. Is your heart racing?
My heart is increased a little bit. Yes.
Uh-oh, that's bad. Just like having sexual relations. So don't do it. You want to keep your heart rate just the same. You want to keep it just flat. Just keep it flat.
You don't know. Anyways, I heard. Okay, moving forward.
Kris Statlander is known as the galaxy's greatest alien. Mark Xtreme, have you ever seen a greater alien in the whole galaxy?
That is debatable. I mean, there's a lot of great aliens that have been captured on film, and E.T. The alien from Aliens. Some people say Andre the Giant might have been an alien. You know, how do you get that big? So that's debatable. Is she the galaxy's greatest alien? I don't know. I mean, that's the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I kind of think, I'm more of an ET kind of guy.
Mark Xtreme, have you ever thought about traveling to other planets and wrestling in alien backyards?
Absolutely. I think that it's only a matter of time. Elon Musk is making spaceships that can travel to different galaxies and dimensions. And, I'm a trailblazer in this business, and I'm always trying to bend the needle and do things that haven't been done before. I was one of the first wrestlers to incorporate human fecal matters into the backyard, into a match. Didn't work. I tried it. That being said, I have storylines in place for hopping on a fucking spaceship and setting up a territory on Mars.
Toll ride.
Don't that. You sound so dumb when you say that.
I do?
Yeah. If there was an alien invasion, I imagine they'd come after and try to kill you before anyone.
Why?
Because they want to get rid of the dumbest people first, and you're at the top of the motherfucking dumb list.
Is it a good thing?
Yes. Yes, Skeeter. Stay at the top of that list. It's a very good thing.
Well, I get to meet the aliens first then.
Good for you.
Thank you. AEW's Kris Statlander has been in a relationship with a wrestler since January 2020. And he is Caleb Connolly in Impact Wrestling. This is the first ever cross-promotion and planetary relationship in wrestling history. You think it's some kind of galactic takeover that Kris Statlander and Caleb Connolly are planning?
Well, I mean, there might be a bigger picture to this. Sometimes my mind trails off into conspiracy theories, and, she might be trying to create her own race of human alien hybrid creature. And, I've had the opportunity to fuck an alien before, and I turned it down real quick. And just because I knew what the potentials of what that could lead to. But,
you get water all over you.
Water and cooter breathing doesn't mix, Skeeter. It's two different things. There's no connection to that.
Yeah, but then you're having sexual relations and your heart's going to get all over the place, and then there's going to be water. And if there's any electricity in the room, you're going to die.
You don't know anything about fucking, and just so stay out of the subject. Leave it to the professionals. Anyways, I think them, procreating it could end up being a good thing. Maybe this world needs a new species that comes in here and cleans things up a bit, or it could lead to the destruction of our planet. It's similar to every day when I wake up, and I feel my morning shit bubbling. I'm like, this one's either going to fucking heal the world or it's going to fuck shit up.
What was today?
I healed my world today. It was a good one. It was a very pleasant shit. Thank you for asking.
So you almost We're with an alien?
Well, I didn't know that I was going to have to bring up the details of this. I don't usually kiss and tell, but yes, one night I was, after Backyard Wrestling Entertainment event, I believe it was Sunny in the Bank 2017. For those that aren't familiar, Sunny in the Bank is our annual Backyard Wrestling Entertainment premium live event, where we take what?
What was that?
Shut up, fucking asshole. It's where we take Sunny and we hang her by her feet upside down in a tree. She's into it. Don't worry. It's nothing weird. And the first wrestler that climbs a ladder gets to fuck her. She's totally down. She's down for it.
Yeah.
So it was after one of the Sunny in the Banks, and I just felt it in the air. Something was off that night. And I downed a couple of fucking Twinkies, which get me right in the zone to go to bed. And there was this, I'm getting emotional. Think about it. A light came in from the ceiling and like a fucking alien just floated in. It floated from the ceiling, and holy shit. Oh my God. I think it was Kris Statlander.
No.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I remember that this creature was breathing from its cooter, and it was being floating from the air that was shooting from its ass. Okay, putting all the pieces together now.
Yeah.
Anyways, Maybe Kris Statlander floated in my room from the projectile air coming from her butthole. And she said, I am going to be a wrestler one day, a hybrid alien wrestler, but I need to procreate on this planet now. Fuck me. And I said, you're hot as hell. And I would love to experiment with this because it's in my name, experiment.
Yeah.
But I am taken. I am in a relationship and I don't cheat. Never have. Never have cheated. I've never cheated. And so I said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And she made it just, it's like a fucking noise coming from her butthole and she floated out. Kris Statlander, holy shit. Everything just like came back to me. Kris Statlander tried to abduct fuck me.
But why didn't you just watch Finding Nemo?
We're again on two different wavelengths.
Okay, Finding Dory.
No. I could never explain it, where I'm trying to go with this, because your dumbass brain is in another goddamn dimension.
That's so cool that you met Kris Statlander.
Well, yeah, I mean, she met me. She was trying to, do what she's doing now a couple years earlier.
Bet you regret it, huh?
Truthfully, she's hot as hell. Part of me regrets it. Yeah.
Kris Statlander is such a fun wrestler, and she has many signature moves, but probably her most popular is when she boops someone on the nose. You seen that, Marky Xtreme? When she boops somebody, sticks her finger, and she goes, boop.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive, and I got to imagine, something so stupid and fucking titty farts bullshitified has to have more power behind it because she's an alien creature.
Yeah.
If one of us was to do it, there would be no. I'd fire you if you ever brought that to the table in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. But,
I want to boop you so bad right now. I wish we was in the same room because I boop you.
Stop. Never fuck. You're fired.
For what? I didn't even boop you.
Don't ever say boop me.
Boop.
Don't do that to the screen. Don't ever say boop me. Boop. I fucking hate you so much. Never ever say you want to boop me ever again.
Well, what do you think a boop does to someone when Kris Statlander does it to him?
It could do anything. I've never been booped by Kris Statlander. I had the opportunity almost, like what we found out, but I imagine it could do a couple things. Maybe she, takes control of their brain. Maybe Maybe it's like a punch equal to a human punch. Maybe, you know, she takes control of their bowel movements. Maybe she, you know, I don't know. You know, I imagine she gets inside of them somehow.
Kris Statlander once booped Tony Schiavone. What do you think she did to him?
She probably definitely got inside Tony Schiavone. If I look at Tony Schiavone, to me, he looks like someone who shits his pants on a regular basis.
What?
I'm just saying. So maybe when she booped him, she took control of his bowels as a weapon.
Oh.
It's crazy to think about, you know, we've just tipped the surface about aliens and all that kind of stuff. You know, just back in 2020, they announced that UFOs are real, you know? So we don't, you know, we've just tipped the surface about what the capabilities for aliens are. You know, now we know that Kris Statlander is an alien walking among us, and who knows what powers her boot possesses.
I hope to find out someday. I hope I get booped by her.
If you want to take that chance, go for it.
You think Kris Statlander knows Alf?
I got to imagine she probably does. You know, I imagine all aliens are friends with each other, or enemies, or, you know, they at least know of each other.
I love Alf, except that he eats cats. I don't like that.
What's wrong? I mean, if people of different cultures and they eat different things, you know, some cultures might eat shit, and who am I to judge? You know, I consume Twinkies on a daily basis because I need my sugar.
Yeah.
My doctor said so. You know, so every species, every creature consumes different things. Some fucking animals eat just grass.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to eat anything cute.
What?
That's what you're not supposed to eat anything cute. Grass isn't cute.
Who says you're not supposed to eat cute things?
That's what you do. If you see something, you go, oh, that's cute. You don't eat it.
Cute peeps are cute as fuck, and I eat them all the time.
Peeps?
Peeps.
Peeps?
You don't know what a fucking peep is?
Christian's peeps?
God, grow the fuck up. A peep is a fucking cute ass marshmallow creature thing.
It's alive?
Was alive at one point, and then it was died to become food.
I've never seen a peep before.
Google it.
I use Bing.
Yeah, like a fucking, you're the only person keeping them in business.
Let me hit up my Bing box and look at a peep here. Not Christian's peeps.
No, Google it. Google a peep.
Peep.
God dang it, I want a peep right now.
Those are rubber duckies.
No, they're fucking marshmallow creatures.
That's a rubber ducky. You're eating rubber duckies?
I don't eat fucking rubber duckies. I eat peeps, Skeeter. Fuck.
I guess that's just an old rubber ducky that you're eating.
Oh, God, you're a fucking old rubber ducky that I'm about to flush down the fucking toilet. You make me so mad sometimes.
They have black eyes though. That's not cute. They just
careful what you say.
They look dead. No, there's no soul in them. There's no people. There's no people in it. So
don't judge what their eyes look like. You know, everybody's eyes look different.
Yeah, but it just looks evil. It looks like an evil thing. It doesn't look cute. I don't look at that and go, oh, that's so cute. I look at it and go, that's an evil rubber ducky.
Whatever. I had to look at them as delicious and nutritious.
That's fair. You can do that. Maybe someday you'll give me a peep and I'll eat a peep.
Not going to happen. I eat all my peeps.
Well, we know Kris Statlander knows Alf now, but you know who else she knows? Our surprise special guest, Peter Avalon.
That's right. Here I am, the biggest man in professional wrestling, PPA, all day. I'm excited for you guys to be interviewing me. It's going to be great.
Yeah, this is great. This is I wish I could say the same about being excited. I think the last time I saw you, PP Boy, was covering you for the 3 count at the Pack Theater in California. And then what happened after that? You go off and you go become a big fucking TV star.
That's right. I guess You put over the biggest man in pro wrestling on the way to the top. You're lucky. You're lucky that your name was underlined, bud.
No, I think you're the lucky one. All right, Skeeter, jump into this.
Yeah,
Okay.
so what's the first question to interview me? This is a big time Peter Avalon interview. This is what Skeeter said.
Okay. Peter Avalon.
That's right.
You've met Kris Statlander, right?
The alien. Yes.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty cool. We got
That's,
questions.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are
Do you
these-
know how she breathes air?
Are these questions not pertaining? They're not pertaining to me, huh? They don't really.
No, I'm asking you the question. How does Kris Statlander breathe air?
Yeah,
I think she breathes with her lungs, her human lungs, because it's pretend.
okay. No, I think you're wrong. Obviously, most aliens. I don't know if you've seen the film Waterworld, but he was a sort of an alien fish creature, and he had gills behind his ears. You know, we did some scientific research, and we came to the conclusion that it's possible. And, you know, stop me if you think I'm wrong, that possibly Kris Statlander breathes from her cooter.
That's I think that she breathes. She inhales and exhales with her lungs that are in her human
Cooter.
chest, her human torso. No,
Peter, does she have lungs in her cooter?
She's an alien.
yeah.
I'm worried about the water getting into all that then, because if the water's
Yeah.
in the lungs and the cooter,
Hey,
she's going to drown.
Maybe she doesn't need to breathe. You know, she's just one of those. She's just holding her breath. You know.
Hey,
Real
I mean,
long-
that's a
real long
take
time.
that I didn't think about. You know, you
Yeah.
firsthand, you know, you've worked alongside her in All Elite Wrestling, and first of all, I want to say good for you. You know, you got any cool Kris Statlander stories to share with us? Because this episode's all about the alien Kris Statlander.
She sometimes is out there. You know, we've wrestled the best friends a whole lot, and sometimes she makes her presence known by standing ringside. Yeah,
Hey,
I've
Peter-
sat next to her. I've sat next to her in catering,
What does she eat?
regular food, because she's a human.
What?
Yeah, on the outside, maybe that's a shell. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like a big one of them crapberry eggs, where she's a shell of a human on the outside, and then she's all liquid goo on the inside.
Yeah, she's chocolate and caramel or whatever.
Easy, careful. 2022. You're a white dude. You know, so you know, we had a chance a couple years ago to interview the Brian Kendrick, and he talked about lizard people and how we see lights and we see different, you know, bands of light, and we see only certain things, and you know, so maybe we see Kris Statlander as a human, but really she's a alien.
That is a thing. Yeah, she's like just projecting an image of a human being. So I guess she's good at it. I haven't seen her alien form. I really haven't.
Okay, can we bring you onto this show, Peter Avalon, giving you biggest spotlight you've had ever in your whole entire career, and
This
you
is
know,
true. Yeah,
you know what you're getting yourself into. This is the #1 podcast in the wrestling podcast.
I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepped on what we were.
Well, what did you fucking think this was about?
An interview for me. You're asking me questions about me.
Why the fuck would I do that? What's been up? What's went up with all your videos in robes and candles and shit? You're freaking me
I
out.
didn't wear the robe today. I wore my shirt. Okay, I decided to not wear the robe.
Don't you
for you.
plug
I didn't
it.
dress up for you.
Don't you fucking plug
Oh,
your
look
shit.
at it. Look at it. You can get it at Pro Wrestling Tees
Ah!
AEW shop. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a good shirt.
Great shirt.
This is the worst interview I've ever had. Skeeter,
Okay,
you got-
well, hold on. Well, let's ask Peter a question about himself then.
That's
Okay.
right. I like to talk about myself.
Peter, you were in AEW. You were both a Hollywood chunk and a libertarian. Which was more fun to be?
good question.
Well, I'm still in AEW and I'm still a pretty boy. And then the wingman. I was never the Hollywood hunk. That's Ryan Nemeth. I'm not the libertarian. is the librarian. Leva Bates is still the librarian. But hey, I'm sick of you.
Mark, what'd you say?
I'm sick of you.
He's sick of you, Skeeter. He said he's sick of you.
Yeah, I'm sick of this interview, man.
What?
Bring me on, and then you make faces, and you don't even let me talk, and you ask me about Kris Statlander.
Our show, we take deep dives. There's nobody that gives a better perspective than this business than me, because there's nobody that's eaten and sleeping and shitted the things I've done in this business. So who has a better perspective than me? I'm doing you a favor, kid. I'm trying to rub you.
Yeah. You want me to tell you what the inside of Orange Cassidy's pockets look like?
Please.
We did that episode already, though.
I know. I watched it. Just kidding. I didn't.
I guess we could always put that in the old episode. We could put it in as a special bonus if you want to say what's in his pockets.
Skeeter, that's not how it works.
Is it Cheeto dust?
I told you, Skeeter, this was the worst fucking idea to bring him on. And
you had a long list of people that you said you'd be really mad at. Yes, Peter was at the top, but I like Peter a lot. I think Peter's great. Peter, is it fair for aliens to wrestle humans in AEW?
Good question.
I don't know. There's a robot machine there, right? A Brian Cage, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, no one's asking questions about his biomechanics.
What's inside you? I could give you an answer.
Hate, hatred, black heart,
PP, a lot of PP.
In my A.
And your PP in your A?
Grow up.
You said it. You said you have PP in your A.
Grow up. How old are you?
That's not. You never ask it.
Too old for this business.
Suck my ass.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's be friends. Let's make nice. We're talking about Kris Statlander. Everybody wants to know, how tall is she?
Tall, like probably like right under 6 feet. She's pretty tall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. I don't even know if she's alien. She's Amazon, or she's like Futurama alien.
Have you ever been abducted?
I mean, when I was a young man, I thought I might have been.
Ooh, tell us more.
There's nothing more. I ended up not. I just got really drunk
and probed yourself.
Yeah. College is a time of experimenting.
Okay, Peter, I'll ask you another question. You seem a little upset about everything that Mark has said so far, but when you're all the wingmen and you go out to eat dinner, do you get chicken wings?
Duh! Boom! The joke writes itself, man. Actually, no, it's not very health conscious. So what we do is we usually go and we find a nice barbecue place and we sit down. We're very particular. Cesar likes to find his grilled chicken and a whole lot of rice and very particular vegetables. And JD's very particular with the meats he eats. And he's very high end to red meat. And then Ryan Nemeth, he's might as well call him a vegan, except sometimes he likes to eat a little meat. So I don't know what I would call him. But me, I only eat the finest food. So yeah.
What do you eat?
That's it. Just the finest food.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
Like Burger King. That's royal.
Well, if we go like burgers, I'd probably spend my money on like Five Guys. It's overpriced.
I bet you would spend your money on Five Guys.
Joke writes itself. I set you up for that. You're welcome.
That's all the wingmen, so you probably buy dinner for them every so often. That's a very nice thing to do.
Yeah, I bet you have wingmen. bet you pay him to pay y'all do stuff to get together, and I bet y'all do that and with your pants off and stuff.
Well, you got to wrestle with your pants off. We wear trunks.
I don't. I wear shorts.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Or pleather.
I don't wear pleather. I wear jeans, bitch.
Pleather jeans.
I don't wear pleather. There's no such fucking thing as pleather jeans.
It's pathetic. Pleather jeans.
Stop saying
indies just together. Like, yeah. You wear 3 kick pads for some reason.
I don't wear fucking single kick pad. There ain't no such thing as pleather jeans. Take it back.
Fucking shit.
I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to rile me up.
MMA gloves. You wear MMA gloves when you wrestle, don't you?
Hell no. I wear wrist tape.
You wear MMA gloves, fool. Those like UFC. They say UFC on them. You probably wear UFC brand MMA gloves. Ah, look at that. Look at that.
Do you keep your glove on that hand?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He sure do.
No.
He likes that Velcro sound.
Man, I can't wait for this interview to come out.
I did UFC.
Yeah, I bet you did. I can't wait for this interview to come out and Dave Meltzerman write a report on how big of a joke you are.
Yeah, right. I'd give this interview -5 stars. Am I right? Stupid, dumb.
It's a 3-star interview so far, I think.
Yeah, that's more than my matches.
Oh, you want to talk about it?
No.
I think you do a great job over at AEW.
Thanks.
Is it cool being on TV?
I mean, it's been over a year since I've been on the TV.
What's it like?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, you get seen by people. Yeah, I guess.
That sounds cool. Do you get all the pooty you want?
Pooty?
Pooty.
What's pooty?
Come on, man. Pooty's pooty, man. It's when you become famous and you get on TV, you get all pooty you want.
It's been a while since I've been on AEW TV, like I said. So I guess I'm just lagging in the pooty department as well.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what Pooty is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Y'all,
Well, can't you just invade your own show? Can't you just jump the
maybe
rail?
next time interview someone that's on the show. Like Daniel Garcia was hot for 3 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's someone else maybe.
Yeah, Skeeter had a good question. Why don't you just invade?
Why don't I just what?
Invade the show like fucking Scott Hall, jump the barricade, jump in the ring and say, you know who I am and you know what I'm doing here.
I want to get brought back. I want to consistently get paid. I have an apartment to pay for in Burbank.
Well, you said, Peter, you got to grab the ball by the balls and you got to fucking go in there and you got to take charge and do you got to, you know what? I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to take my shot. All right. You know, I know we've had our beef in the past. You know, I know this interview started off rocky tonight, but if you need me, Skeeter sometimes is decent security. He's not the best, but we could form a stable and we could jump the barricade and take over and fucking form a new NWO or some shit and take.
Who are we going to jump? Who do we jump?
Everybody that's in sight.
Call them out.
Kris Statlander.
Boom.
Fucking
we're beating up the alien.
Orange Cassidy's dumbass. You know, fucking. How does somebody like Orange Cassidy get a contract just putting his fucking hands in his pocket? And, you know, I was going to say us three, but Skeeter's not included in this, but you and I are fucking world-class athletes.
He's Orange Cassidy's beating me in matches with his hands in his pockets. That's not the point. You're right. We're going to jump the barricade and we're going to beat up Adam Cole.
And Adam Cole's baby.
Yeah, we're going to baby.
And you think you can introduce us to CM Punk then afterwards?
Oh, that would be so fucking
That'd be
sick.
great.
We'll want to beat him up.
No, I just want to hang out with him.
No, he looks really tough.
He is tough. I don't think we can beat him up.
Yeah. I was going to say pretty much anybody who's really small. Like if there's a lot of Marco stunts there, that's what I could deal with. Because if somebody's strong, I can't stop him. But if I'm taller than them and I can wrap myself around them like a spider web, I can stop him for a little while unless they have a knife or something like that.
I don't think CM Punk is going to let you in the building.
Yeah, if he saw us, he probably
Did
stop
you
us.
not?
Yeah.
We invaded Impact Wrestling once. We do what we want.
Well, I mean, that's kind of all right. Good for you. You Impact Zone.
Well, I mean, the offer's on the table if you want to go in and form like a new NWO or some cool shit like that and pop
in the Impact Zone. I'm okay.
No, in AEW. I don't want to go to Impact.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we go to Impact. That's fine too.
Nah, I don't want to go to Impact.
Yeah, I'm going to stay at AEW.
Yeah, let's stay together. I can forget everything that, you know, all past bygones be bygones. And, you know, I know in the past I called you pee-pee boy and I whooped your ass in the Pack Theater in Los Angeles and, you know, made you cry like a little bitch and all that stuff. And, tonight I made fun of you because you said you like to put pee-pee in your butt, in your A. And I don't know. No judgment. We're going to put all that on the table, under the table, or on top of the table, wherever you like to put things. And let's do this.
All right. See you in Jacksonville.
Okay. Skeeter, go warm the car up.
You gotta get yourself there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you where, but just get there.
It's at a zoo.
Yeah.
Where the Jaguars are.
Yeah, the Jaguars.
Well, this has been I have a good feeling about this. Skeeter, do you have any final questions for PP Avalon?
I feel like we learned so much about Kris Statlander today for the inside track of Peter Avalon, and this has been great. I guess Peter, you think Kris Statlander is going to watch this?
Tag her on the internet machine, and I'm sure it'll transmit up to her spaceship. Or
where can people find you on the social medias, PP?
Oh, now it's an interview about me. PeterAvalon.com, PPA all day on Instagram, and Pavalon on the Twitter machine.
Well, that was a riveting conversation. I wish you would have warned me that fucking weird PP boy was going to come on the show.
I can't do that because it's a surprise special guest.
Well, I don't like surprises.
Well, that's a surprise to me.
Anything but to me.
I love surprises.
Well, I got a surprise for you.
I didn't know that was coming. That was a surprise, and I like that.
Oh,
I didn't like that it's flicking me off, but I like that there's a surprise.
That's a wooden, like again, just in case you missed last week's episode, I have bought a wooden hand to flick off Skeeter because any energy that I can conserve, the better.
Best friends in AEW: Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, Willie Yo-Yo, Rocky Romero, Danhausen, and Kris Statlander. The more members in a faction means that it's obviously better, just like the NWO. Ain't that right, Marky Xtreme?
Oh, yeah, NWO. 4 Sweet 2 Live. We are in control. Hulk Hogan come out there with the fucking belt, spray painted. Chop it down with the edge of my dick. Spray painting shit, Lawn Dart and Rey Mysterio. God dang it, I miss it. Oh, man, I miss NWO, man.
Yeah, but you have the best friends.
What?
Yeah, but you have the best friends.
Oh, fuck off. Are you comparing the NWO to the best friends?
Yes.
That is like comparing fucking shit to Twinkies.
They're both little logs.
Yes, they're both logs. Both are fucking stables, but one
and
is
they both got stuff inside.
Yes, both of them have things inside of them. Fair.
One's got worms, one's got cream.
One's got worms, one's got creams. One is delicious. The other you would never want to consume.
Yeah, I've never had one that's good.
Skeeter, have you ever... When and why... I don't know that I want to ask this, but I need to ask this. I need it. When, why, and how did you eat shit?
It was during the Royal Rumble this year.
This year? That was like a couple weeks ago. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And you said, I would sooner eat poop than be in the men's Royal Rumble and be tossed out by Brock Lesnar. So I thought maybe if I did it for you, that I'd break that curse and that you'd win the Royal Rumble next year. So I went outside and there's a lot of them laying around, as you know, in the backyard. And there's some from the dog.
Yokozubas.
There's Yokozubas. That's not even from the Elimination Porta Potty. That's still in the Thompson's yard. That house is currently condemned. They might not be able to get control of their property again. But there's just a lot of random ones laying about. And I thought, well, you know, people are different and these are all different. They're like snowflakes. And so maybe one won't be as horrible as the next to help break the curse. And I was just trying to break the curse. I fear that Danhausen might have cursed you and this maybe you lifted it.
Never. Let me backtrack a little bit because I was about to say something and actually I meant to say something else. Skeeter, please continue to eat shit. Please.
Is the curse not broken yet?
It's not broken yet. I need you to eat shit on a daily basis. Thank you.
For you, I will.
Good. Thank you. And document it. Thank you.
So, best friends and NWO. In order to have a great faction, you got to have more members, right?
Yeah.
So how many members away is best friends from being the best faction ever?
Well, NWO had a fucking shit ton of members. Nobody's ever come close.
Best friends come close. I just named like 7 people.
Yeah, but NWO had like 30 or 40 members.
Best friends, they could have 2 more right now because it's well documented, Mark Xtreme, that you and I as best friends. And maybe if they're listening and watching this right now, they go, oh, we should add 2 more best friends and we could be in AEW's best friends as best friends with best friends.
No, I would go in AEW and I'd start the NWO again. I'd come out there and I'd jump the barricade. I'd jump in. I'd slide into the ring. I'd be dressed just like Scott Hall with fucking a jean jacket, and I'd fucking I would put some fake hair on my chest like he had, and I'd come in the ring and I was like, you don't know who I am, and you don't know why I'm here, and then fucking all of a sudden. Hollywood Hogan, fucking Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Vincent, Buff Bagwell, Kurt Hennig, Scott Norton, fucking Stevie Ray, fucking Masato Kanaka, and fucking Fake Sting, and Wolfpack Sting, and Lex Luger, and Conan, and fucking Horace Hogan, and fucking fucking Bret Hart. They all come down, and fucking they're all wearing NWO shirts, and then they have fucking one NWO shirt, one fresh one, and then I say, oh, what's that? And then I'm just like, just kidding, I fucking know what it is. Give me that fucking shirt. And then I fucking I grab Hollywood Hogan. Nobody sees us coming, and I throw him out of the ring, and I'm like, I'm Hollywood Mark now, and I'm taking over the NWO. Suck my asshole, Hulk Hogan. And then with the fucking, we spray paint the ring. I shit in the ring. I light the ring on fire. We fucking Larn Dart Rey Mysterio into the audience. Fucking Kris Statlander comes out and joins the NWO because she's hot as hell. And then fucking Tony Schiavone's like, I feel like I'm having deja vu, and I fucking the show goes off the air. We've run out of time, and I start the NWO in AEW. Fuck the best friends.
I like the best friends.
You don't know anything.
I know I like the best friends.
You know I did that.
Well, you'll have the NWO. I'll have the best friends.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. We'll see what puts the butts in the seats.
Thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting the show. It's such a good time today talking about Kris Statlander. And be sure to check out other shows on Dragon Wagon Radio like Myth Understood, where improv comedy
Say
duo...
it correct.
Improv?
No, why do you have a lisp?
What did I say?
You're supposed to say misunderstood.
Myth Understood.
Stop saying it fucking weird.
That's how the right said.
You said myth understood.
Myth Understood.
Myth understood.
Myth Understood.
Myth understood.
Because they talk about Greek mythology.
Just, okay, next time, say fucking words correctly.
Myth Understood. Improv comedy duo Paul and Sarah dive into the bizarre and often violent world of Greek mythology, and they learn about and lampoon the ancient deities and demigods.
Ooh, sounds riveting.
Yeah, that's where Thor comes from.
You fucking fake titty fart bullshit. Thor's not real.
Yes, he is. He got a hammer.
Does that make somebody real?
How's it not?
I don't know.
He got a hammer.
That doesn't
Triple
make
H
you
has a
real.
hammer. Triple H has a hammer. Bludgeon Brothers has hammers. He's real.
He's a fucking made up character in a titty fart fake shit.
Bludgeon Brothers and Triple H ain't fake.
No, Thor.
Thor's real. He got a hammer.
No, he's a Marvel character.
What's that?
It's a fucking creation by Ham Lee.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're all real. If you got a hammer, you're real. Be sure to check out Apple Podcasts where you can rate and review this show, and it helps out the whole bunch. You give a 5-star rating and write a little review, and Marky Xtreme may just give out a free shirt to one of his favorites.
I got a feeling a free shirt is coming to a skid mark very soon.
And there's also a Patreon, patreon.com/OYM show, where you can go and you can give and get a little something in return. There's a lot of great incentives, and plus you can get the show early, and you can even get Xtreme shout outs on the podcast. Ain't that right, Marky Xtreme?
Oh, hell yeah, that's right, Skeeter Skyflyer. You know, being a skid mark on our Patreon page, the most valuable perk you can get is on a weekly basis, hearing your name coming out of the champ's mouth. And the shout outs this week are as follows: Kevin Hirth, Bruce Harmeyer, Melissa Mayette, Jason K, Tim Redbeard, Rick Conley, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen that didn't hear your names on that list, it's not too late. March your happy ass on over right now to patreon.com/OYM show, and you can be a part of the weekly shout outs on the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast.
In closing, if Kris Statlander listens to this episode and she wants to have a play date with me, can I please, pretty please, with sugar on top, riding her spaceship?
First of all, when Kris Statlander listens to this episode, she's going to realize, like, holy fuck, that was Marky Xtreme. And I'm just going to say this right now, Kris Statlander, if you want to try to come in and abduct fuck me again, I will drop Tammy. Just give me a heads up. You know, I will break up with her before you do it. I can't cheat. I got God in my heart. But I'll drop her to then have you abduct fuck me, and then we can start a human alien creature, and then go into AW and form the NWO with aliens and shit this time. That'd be sick. But she ain't gonna have a fucking play date with you dumb bitch.
Well, she might.
She might. No, she wouldn't.
Well, this has been super fun. I'm glad we talked about Kris Statlander, and guess what, Marky Xtreme? I got a surprise for you.
We already had it. Thank you to Peter Avalon for being on the show. What?
Boop.
Don't you fucking boop me. I'm out.
You got booped. Oh, thanks everybody for watching and listening to the show. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Boop. Bye.
Dragon Wagon.